Good Saturday morning to you if you're watching this the day this video goes up. I'm coming at you with the roundup of our Halloween costumes for 2023. I know it's definitely a bit past Halloween, but I'm really proud of how our costumes turned out this year, so I wanted to show you the process. Right now I am working on the hat for my shock costume. I have to think about that because we're the Boogie Boys, but I was definitely shock of the Boogie Boys. So I needed a pinky purple dress and a witch's hat and a mask. I did not include how I made the mask in this video because it's just super simple, made out of cardboard glued together with a hot glue gun. Anyways, I used a circle calculator after measuring the circumference of my head. You can find circle calculators online. You can just Google it. And then I measured out, I think I want to say like 10 centimeters for how wide the brim was going to be. I definitely should have made it smaller, for sure, because the brim was super huge. I wanted it to be big and floppy, but like not that big and not that floppy. And then here I'm just making a right angle triangle, but with a curve so that I can make the cone part. I interface the entire thing. Only the one side, like only the dark gray cotton, because I decided to line it. I used this as the liner, and then I'd made the outside of the hat with random dark green velvet that I had in my fabric stash. So basically you make the cone and then you quarter point it and then you attach it to the circle, make that out of the mane and the liner, stick them together. Now here I am using some just like plant wire, I'm not sure what to call it, like you use it like in gardening and stuff, to just add a little bit of stiffness to the brim because the velvet was pretty heavy. And then I'm just hand stitching the hole closed. And then I also decided, I cut a little hole in the seam on the inside and I put a piece of the wire going down the seam of the cone portion of the hat just to help hold it up a little because it was really floppy with the weight of the velvet. It wasn't as sharp as I wanted it to be, but you know what? For working on the fly with super short notice or not a lot of time, it turned out great. I threw some ribbon on there, bingo bango, you got yourself a witch's hat. Perfect. On to the next one. Now we are making Augie's shock, I'm shock, he's lock. So red jersey, red zipper, little bit of interfacing along where the zipper's gonna go. This is the Peekaboo Patterns Ultimate Costume Creator. I love this pattern. I have used it a gazillion times for lots of different things. I'm using some wash away wonder tape on the part where the zipper goes, because the way you add the zipper on, if you put it onto the wrong side with the zipper facing to like the seam, because the seam's just been basted together, and then you stitch the zipper in place from the right side so you can't actually see where it is. And I didn't want my zipper to move around, so I used the tape, follow that line, and then you rip the seam open. The tail, I just self-drafted, put a little triangle on the end. There you go, you got yourself a devil tail. And then we're doing the back seam. So the devil tail is tucked onto the inside, right sides together, and then you're gonna sew along where all those clips were. Yes, I stuffed it with polyfill. Yes, it was a little lumpy, but it's Halloween, it's dark, no one's gonna know. So stitch along this seam here, and then you open it up. You're gonna do the shoulder seams next. So that's the back with the tail, right side up. And then we're going to add the front portion with the zipper, right side down, and match up your shoulder seams. You'll see me do that in just a second. There it is, there's the front. So match up your shoulder seams. You're gonna serge or sew those things together depending on what equipment you have. We're gonna attach the sleeves just like that. There's our tail. There's the finished product. I'm going to show you here on the inside. I did add elastic to the cuffs. I don't think that was like necessarily an option in the pattern, but Augie's small, so I knew I had enough length. I left that portion open because I had a pretty good idea that the cuffs weren't going to be snug enough yet. I've hemmed the sleeves with just a zigzag. Now the only thing we have to do is add the hood. So now we're going to work on the hood. Hello. So last you saw me in Sewing Zone, I was working on Augustine's Halloween costume. I'm almost done. I have completed the hood. You can't really see it because it's so bright, but the instructions, I've completed the hood. I have tried it on. I will try to insert a picture, but he's got little devil ears, which is so stinking cute. And it's all finished on the inside, which is also Lovely. So that's the inside, that's the outside. All enclosed seams. So the only seam that won't be enclosed is when you attach it to the body, which is here. I keep looking at my screen and not at the actual lens. Otherwise, I will have to wash this before he wears it, because I did use that like wash away Wonder Tape to put the zipper in so it wouldn't move. And it's just the positioning of it is such that it makes it very hard to open and close the zipper. But when you wash it, it washes away, wash away, Wonder Tape. So the zipper should be fine. Otherwise, the sleeves have been hemmed. The legs have been cuffed. As I mentioned, I didn't completely enclose the cuffs. There's still a spot that's open, like right there. There, that guy. Because I still want access to the elastic just in case I need to snug them up a little bit. So Augie's down for a snooze. I have the monitor over here on the train table. I have my lunch, which is just a wrap with cheese and meat and spinach, a chunk of banana that Augie didn't finish, and a fresh cup of coffee. So what I'm gonna do now is read over the instructions to make sure I'm putting the hood on properly, because we need to make sure that it encloses this raw edge of the zipper. So this section right here, you can see the silver like zipper stop at the back right there. So I'm hoping that like when we attach the hood, it nips it down real close to that. So on both sides, so that this edge is completely enclosed within the hood. But I'm gonna read over the instructions first just to make sure. Otherwise, once the hood is on, this guy's done. And then I have to start working on my costume. Good morning. It is still morning. It is still morning. It is 10 to 11 and we are in crunch time. So Augie's costume is pretty much finished. I just need to tighten up the ankle cuffs. So I didn't completely enclose the seam because I figured they were still going to be a bit too loose, and I just want them to be snug enough that they're not going to slide down under his feet, even though he'll have shoes on, obviously. And Casper's costume's good. It's just that like this portion where the front and the back aren't attached. We're still finding that even though I snugged it up, like with the waistband and everything, it's still sliding down. But I don't want to attach them together entirely because there won't be enough give for him to slide it on easily. And if he's got to take it on and off at school, I don't want him to rip it. So what I think I'm going to do is take some skinny black elastic. This is just 1/4 inch regular black elastic. And I think I'll do like maybe 3 pieces on that side that are snug, but the elastic's pretty stretchy. So it should still have enough, maybe I'll just do 2 pieces, enough give that he can get it on and off easily, and that'll help keep it in place once it's on. I am tempted to throw another piece of Velcro in there just to keep the belt and the front piece together, but like, I don't know, I feel like Velcro's not all it's cracked up to be. But I also can't attach them together because if I do that, then he can't get it on. So that's the plan right now. I need to finish those 2 things so at least the boys' costumes are done. Peter's been working so freaking hard on the fisticuffs. They look amazing. I can't wait for you guys to see them. And he's also been working on Casper's mask, like the Crossbones mask, which we don't need until Saturday. It's Thursday today. I have a day by myself. Augie's at daycare because I have a meeting at the school to set up Feliks's IEP at like 2 this afternoon, and it's 11 o'clock now. I'm not gonna lie, I did sit around for probably an hour because I just couldn't get motivated to go. But then I was like, no, screw it, you need to get moving. So I went up, had a shower, I'm all fresh and clean, I got laundry running. I made a whole list of things I want to do today. I need to hit up the library because one of the books I put on hold like months ago is finally available. I think I was like 3rd in line. So it's mine now, I just need to go get it. And it's a second book in a series. The first book I read like over summer. So it's the end of October now. I don't even remember what happened in the first book. Hopefully I get back into it pretty easy, but that's okay. So I need to do that. They're going to hold it until the 30th. So I got a couple days. Update time. It's noon. I just made some almond butter and jelly, and I'm still working on this morning's coffee, but that's okay. I have decided, in the interest of saving time, that instead of using the Penelope dress pattern from Made for Mermaids, which would mean I would have to use that program Inkscape to tile everything together. I don't know how many tiles it is. I think I know how to do it, but on the interest of time, because I really only have like an hour and a half, hour and 45 before I have to get over to the school, I'm going to use a different pattern. So I went and did some searching on my favorite like online pattern companies, Petite Stitchery & Co., Peekaboo Pattern Shop, Made for Mermaids, Patterns for Pirates, the usual. And I have come across the Patterns for Pirates Valley Swing Dress. I think it's going to give me the silhouette that I want. There's options. I'm going to go with the most simple option because it still has a bit of a flare to the bottom. Simple sleeve, same fabric, obviously. But yeah, I think I'm going to do that one because it should be pretty quick to put together. And that's what I'm looking for right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on my projector. I'm going to pop down on my cutting mat and I'm going to get cutting to cut this fabric out. It's pretty sheer, I'm not gonna lie. Yep, but it's the best color and it's light, so it'll be nice for the summertime as well. Even though I am going to do, I might not do long sleeves. Maybe we'll do like a 3/4 length. How are we feeling about that? I'm not a huge fan of a long sleeve. I don't like when my sleeves touch my wrists. I'd rather have a short sleeve with a sweater. Obviously that's not going to happen because it's going to be freaking cold outside on Halloween. But that's okay. We're going to wing it. I might just have to wear a sweater anyways. Hey! Okay, so I have to go to the school now. The neckband is done. Just a little bit of gathering. It's pretty sheer, I'm not gonna lie. And I've got a dark bra on, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now. It still needs to be hemmed, and I've got my pants on underneath, so it's a little lumpy bumpy. But, I mean, throw on my little witch's hat, put my mask on, you know. Hey. And once it's all hemmed, it's done and I'll be able to wear it at other times. So, huzzah! I'm off to the school for a meeting. I'll catch you guys later. Is your mask down here too, or is it in the garage?
It's in the garage. The entry way
to the boogie boogie.
Step 1, fold it over. Step 2, foot in and hope for the best. Step 3, put the other foot in and hope for the best.
Are you gonna be able to walk in it?
Yeah, I should be. It's pretty baggy. Step 4.
This is the part I'm worried about. Is it gonna have enough give to get it over your head? Like to get it like up and around your upper body?
Yeah, we're gonna find out. And it doesn't. I'm stuck. I'm boogie woogie and I'm stuck. Okay. Over the shoulder. Oh, that's a possibility. Oh.
Oh my god, like your little bum. Oh my god, this is fantastic. Peter, I'm dying. Oh my god, it's gonna be so I'm dying. I can't watch.
Where are those scissors now?
I'm really sorry for the shaky camera action, but I'm losing it over here. Enough wiggle room.
Almost finished. Oh. We made it. Ugh.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm like recording your feet. And do you want me to get Peter? I'm sorry. Looks like you're really look like a turkey. You look like a turkey.